School wasn't the first thing I did. School was actually the last thing I did. Like when I moved from Barbados to Canada, there was this point where I was like, what am I gonna do? 2015, got my first job in the kitchen at Marche, downtown on Yonge Street. Chef Aiks outside, you know, BIM STREET EATS. What? Because there's a lack of Bajan food and culture in Canada. I started football at the age of 4, and when I started through the fact that my pops was like a football fanatic, you know. He's an Arsenal fan, and I played for Kickstart. That's originally where I started, and I played there for a very, very long time. And at that time, there weren't any female teams, so I started playing out with the boys, because it had to be tough, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't no play thing. Like, the boys made me tough, you know, which in turn made my game even better. So then when I get to the girls, like, you know, I was like, I'm ready type vibe, you know? It was good, man. Sports, I find sports makes you it teaches you how to be disciplined. It also teaches you how to work as a team player, you know? I think that's one thing about sports that I like, you know? Like waking up every day, you gotta go to training, you gotta be early for training, you know? You got the team members, you gotta get along with everybody. Maybe some people that is like, you may not see eye to eye, but as a team, you got a bigger picture at hand, which is, you know, you come to win a tournament, whatever you're doing that day, you know? So that's what I like about playing football too as well, you know? Taught you how to be a team player.
Original sport, we're in a phrase tonight. You're in a frame football tonight.
Welcome to Bajan,
I would go to the beach like every Sunday. As a kid, I would go to the beach, go to Accra, sandboard, everything, you know, boogie board, you name it, I was doing it, you know? So that was like, it was a staple for me, you know? Growing up, Accra is my favorite beach. Now that I'm older, I like the West Coast, specifically Reeds Bay. You know, that's my spot, yeah. Chill vibe, don't have too many people out there. You know, the South Coast is action when you're ready, you know? You know, the West, stay cool when you're ready for that there too, you know?
So we coming from the east, rolling through the days every day with the beast. If you mess around the boys, then you know that you rest in peace. And you know that your life and they get daily.
Was a young youth, pull up on the fly with a sit when I'm listening to. Put up on the street when I got in the juice. Nigga street till I die, fucking running the loop.
School wasn't the first thing I did. Okay. School was actually the last thing I did. I actually just got into the nitty-gritty and got experience, you know? Yeah. They just like the hardcore way. I think school is great for a business aspect, you know? School gives you things that they don't teach you in the restaurant industry, but you could learn, but it may take you a while to learn, you know? Whereas skill-wise, you just need to get in there, you know? Like 3 years? A good while, yo. But then I was afraid to ask for a raise. They had me working like, yeah, a lot of experience, but you know why I was afraid to ask for a raise? My second job was actually in Kensington Market as a line cook, you know? So the line is a little bit different. So that's like preparing food to order to go out to customers, you know? Whereas prep, you're not on the line, you know? You prepping, it's just a different vibe, you know? So I got my first line cut job in the market here, and that just changed everything for me. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. When I started the line cut work, I got this chef. He was like my first mentor. He said like, I went in for the interview. I was early, excited, and he asked me why I want to be a chef. He asked me a few questions, you know. I told him whatever the case may be. After the fact, when I found out that I got the job, he was like, you know, everybody showed up late, you know, and you showed up early, and you had this vigor and this like willingness to learn, and this is why I gave you the job, you know. So I was like, fair enough. And then from there, he taught me a whole new world to cooking, and it just made it different, you know. Well, you know, every day I wake up, I dress like how I feel. Now I've been going to work in the kitchen, and I feel like every day to wake up, I put on a chef coat and a pants. Seems very dull for me, you know. If it's business, I would do it, you know. But I think you should mix the business and the fashion, and, you know, feel good. You know, they had this designer, she once said, clothes make you feel good, you know. They do. Try it. Put on some shit that you like to wear and just go on easy. It make you feel like a different person, man. Go in here, you try shit on, you be like, oh. You know? So for me, fashion is about dressing like how you feel, you know? People will say fashion is this, fashion is that, you know? But it's about wearing and putting on where you feel, rocking it, feeling confident, you know? Don't forget the confidence, you know? Wear the clothes like if you like them. Regardless of if everybody else say, oh, what is that, you know? You rocking what you like, you know? And that's what style is. That's what swag is, you know? You can't buy these things. They can't be taught. You just have to have it. You know, it's like it's not, you don't have it or you have it. Simple. It's cool. That face looks familiar.
What year were you born?
Oh shit. Well, how can I say this? I was born in 98.
Yeah, I'm 98 too.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know, they have the familiar face. You take care, man. How
You as well.
For your store.
This is where I get certain things. Certain things like Hill. First impressions of Canada and the people were, to be honest, they are not friendly, to be honest, you know? Like, that was my first impression, you know? Because I feel like in Barbados, you know, you walk around, people like, hey, good afternoon, they'll say morning to you, but over here, they don't do that, you know? So my first impression was like, I walk down the road and I say morning to someone. I say, man, what the fuck? They not here, you know what I mean? Type vibe, you know what I mean? But, so that was what I think.
We outside with BIM STREET EATS. Look, how the day been treating you?
We had a life and since we come here, been also. So good but so bad.
That's the BIM STREET EATS effect, you know. Look, top boss there, look. She ain't want to hear me, she working.
Chef Aiks outside, you know, BIM STREET EATS. Why? The food, my first impression was it was very diverse, you know. They have a lot of different type of food here, you know. Toronto is a good spot for food, to be honest. And I feel like authentic sells, you know. We got a Bajan community here that looking for authentic, you know. So in the same time, I'd rather push the authentic Bajan vibe and let, like, you know, the Canadians and everybody else get like authenticity, you know what I mean? That's why I think that's why pushing for it.
That edge piece there, good God. The real Bajans know what's going on right now, you know.
The support has been very outstanding, and to be honest, I can't even say it's just been the Barbados community. It's been like, to be honest, the Caribbean community in general, you know, people from all different parts of the Caribbean been like showing up and supporting me. But the Bajan community, like even the Bajans in Barbados, you know, have been giving me lots of support, you know, and it's tremendous, you know. I feel very happy to be doing something I love and to get such support, you know, from my fellow Bajans. Funny thing, because I like to cook for enjoyment, you know. It's so crazy because even when I'm not cooking, I'm cooking, you know. But if I'm gonna say other things, I like to shop, you know, and I'll go out to eat, you know. If I'm not cooking, I like to spend money, you know. So I like to go out, eat, shop, buy things, support other local artisans, like so many things like that, you know. Visit markets, you know. I'm in love with going and seeing other vendors and going to markets and trying new things, you know. That's like something that I love to do, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I still got the one for the last time.
That's okay. You got a little one, and it's a little one, and it's on sale today. You can get this one for $25. You got the other one for $38.
25.
One. $25. We good?
That's my lunch today.
Does it itch anywhere?
Pardon me?
Does it itch anywhere?
If it itches anywhere?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Because when it itches, you spray this on and it stops immediately.
Okay, well, really? Stop for any itching at all?
Huh?
For real?
Yep. Are you having a bad hair day?
Well, I mean,
Hat off?
Shit. Yeah, no.
Spray your in the roots.
Yeah, no, I can't take the hat off.
Huh?
I can't take the hat off. I can take it off.
I'll just go ahead, take it off. Why you weren't? Ain't nothing wrong with you. See? How's it feel? Just wait. Let me get this up. How's it feel?
It feel good, man.
This is what you gotta do. You gotta moisturize it.
Yeah. Every weekend they got something going on. Probably later tonight they're gonna have like, I think it's movie night tonight. You know? They show a different movie. Fish cake, back. You're welcome. Tastes good? Glad you guys enjoying it. I coming for the OG spot. I didn't care who come after me, you know? But I coming to take like the OG place. That's what I hoping for, you know? To like really grow BIM Street to that level and maybe even franchise it out to another spot in you know, another location in Canada besides Toronto. Another province is what I was looking for. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. When you think BIM Street, you think best Bajan food in Toronto, the OG, the one who got it started, and that's it. That's what I think.
Fuck the law, it is weed that they smoking. Big up, this fast, my 2 ways I'm open. Pell beer and more weed that just smoking. Concept is beer and weed and promoting. Fuck the law, it is weed that they smoking. Big up, this fast, my 2 ways I'm open. Pell beer and more weed that just smoking. Concept is beer and weed.
See, that one more.